Also tonight, Davenport and Muscatine receiving more than $13 million in grant funding to help protect against future natural disasters. Nearly $10 million will go to Davenport to help protect its regional wastewater treatment facility from flooding. Muscatine gets just over $3 million to support improvements for the Muscatine-Louisa Island Levee District. And tonight, News 8's Devin Brooks tells us how Davenport is putting this money to use to fight off another flood. It's new tonight on News 8 at 10.
The pictures you have to see to believe.
Just making sure that, should anything like 2019 happen again, that we're well safe.
Davenport is hoping to be ahead of any future flood like the historic one in 2019, when the Mississippi River crested just over 22.5 feet.
We want to make sure that we can protect that critical regional asset.
That asset Davenport Assistant Public Works Director is talking about is at this plant, which serves the sewer system.
If we were to get higher records of flood, we want to make sure that that facility doesn't have any chance of getting river water in it.
And a nearly $10 million grant is helping with that. The federal government has awarded Davenport the money to build a flood wall at the plant.
Big, huge mound of dirt. It's a ring of protection around it.
The water barely missed the facility at the time of the flood.
We came pretty close in 2019.
And just to put it into perspective, we are near Credit Island, and in the distance is the Mississippi River. This fence is about 18.5 feet high. During the 2019 flood, it reached all the way to the top of that manhole. And once the flood wall is installed, it'll be about 10 feet higher than the fence.
That's what kind of initiated this immediately after.
This funding will also add equipment to flush out any water that comes close to reaching the flood wall.
When it rains, you want to make sure you have the proper mechanical systems in place to then pump that rainwater out.
Taking the necessary steps to fight off what could impact thousands of people. Devin Brooks, WQAD News 8.
No timeline is set just yet on installation of that flood wall. The wastewater facility also serves Bettendorf, Panorama Park, and Riverdale. Davenport also in the middle of working on a new flood plan. Here's where that process stands right now. The city recently wrapped up public comment last month. They'll review that feedback and present a flood study to the City Council next month, with final approval expected before the end of the year.